Ever since the initial reveal trailer for Life by You, I was so interested and confused about like what the hell is a quest editor? What is a quest? We all know what a quest is, but I'm like, what is a quest in a life simulation game? Wow. But you know the quests are these things in the top left corner, like start your fitness journey, work out 5 times. Like, to be honest, like it's a pretty lame quest to work out 5 times. Like, I don't want to do that. But they've showed off the quest editor and how it can actually be really, really good, and how like you can easily just create, I say you can. I mean, if you're anything like me, like you're crap at coding and do you know what I mean? But somebody else will make it and you're going to download it. So it looks like confusing, but it doesn't matter because you and me, we're not like messing around with this, like we're not touching it. But they basically showed off what you can do with a quest editor and how people can make really cool quests in the game. So like you can give it a name. They've just given it a working name, make a quest. But okay, interesting, pretty cool. You can make it a time quest where you literally give it a time limit where you have to do something. Now they've also spoken about editing rewards. So you can see the rewards for quests could either be currency, so money. It could be, I hate the fact that they call it, like, why are they calling it human XP? Why can't they just call it like life experience? Why are they so like hell-bent on calling their characters humans? Create a humanoid. Like, can't we just call them people? If they don't want to give them like a special name, like Sims, can we just call them people? Like, why are we going for humans? Like, it's so anatomically correct. It's literally severe. Like, it makes me cringe. As well as that, you can have a reward for a job promotion. You can be rewarded with adding a trait, or you can even be rewarded with removing a trait. You might think that's a bit weird. Why would you have a reward where you remove a trait? Well, you could, you know, create a quest, for example. I don't know, maybe a character, there's like a quest you have, I don't know, where they have like a really horrible trait. Like maybe your character's a bit of an arse and you have to go through like different quests to make them a nice person, then you remove the bad trait, something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you could do something with it. Do you know what I mean? Or it could just like link in with the story. You can also grant skill experience points. That is my phone going off. I am sorry. That is so unprofessional of me. Now, and they were saying that you can also add an object as a quest reward, which I think is pretty cool. I'm sure people are going to like mod objects into the game as well. So maybe you could, I don't know, like mod in a special reward or something. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like, okay, another thing that you can see at the bottom right here is change relationship with the quest giver. Like, it just feels like there's a lot of different options and it feels like accessible. Don't get me wrong. As I said, let's be brutal. Like, you and me, like, we're not making quests. We're not doing it, but someone else is going to be able to do it really easily, and like we could just download it. Do you know what I mean? This is something that I think is so exciting because I've always said, okay, the problem that I have with a lot of simulation games, including The Sims, including, you know, City Skylines, whatever, is that they don't really have like an end goal. Like, it's like, okay, you can do whatever you want, but like if you don't give me a box to work within, like I don't know what I'm going to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you were, for example, okay, if you were like making cakes, is that that is a real job. You know, like cake shops where you make custom cakes. Like, imagine if I went to a cake shop and I was like, just make me a nice cake. They're going to be like, what the hell? Like, what do you want? What do you want from me? If I said to them like, oh, I really love the color red. I really like chocolate cakes. I really like, you know, a spooky theme. Like, they're going to make me a cracking cake in that theme. But if I just say, make me a nice cake, like they're going to be like, what the hell do you want from me? So when you give people like structure and linearity, it actually makes it more fun and it makes you a lot more creative. Now, I think that's why like a quest editor or like a storyline thing in a life simulation game is so important. And I love the idea of adding different quests to certain characters. They haven't actually mentioned like if you can tie a quest to a pre-made character. I want to know, like, can I download, for example, a pre-made character and they come with a quest, like, you know, like a little package deal? Like, that's what I'd like, but they haven't really mentioned that yet. And they've shown off like loads of different options of like the tree, like whatever happens in the quest. Again, like, I'm not a coder. Like, what is this? I don't know. What am I looking at? But they've shown off how you can basically like add or remove different commands depending on like what you do, and like loads of different steps for the quests and different goals and things like that. And you can see there's like a goal and you can choose from like a different kind of, do you know what I mean? It's just so good. I just think it's so genius. And you can see you can also make like some things optional or not. I just think there's so many gameplay possibilities, okay, if making like a quest in a life simulation game. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can literally do anything. I think when we think of quests, we think of like RPG games or something, but it would work so well in a life simulation game, but like we just don't see it. Like imagine if you made a quest, okay, to be the ultimate slut, okay, and you have to like get with someone. I don't know if this will be possible. I don't know if they're going to make this possible in the game, but like imagine, okay, if you could mod in a quest or something where you have to like sleep with someone who's married. Do you know what I mean? Like, will we have the flexibility to like, do you know what I mean? Like make a quest where you can get your colleague fired or something. Like I want to know if you can do that, because like that kind of stuff is quite fun for me. I don't want it to just be basic quests like, do you know what I mean? Reach this level in a skill, talk to this person. I want it to be quite specific. I want to be able to tie quests to a specific NPC. I don't want it to just be like, oh, any random person, do you know what I mean? And I don't want it to be quite basic. Like this one here is, okay, like change into workout clothes, warm up stretch, practice yoga, meditate. Like I'd like to do it in a lot more detail, if you know what I mean. So like speak to a very specific NPC that's like pre-made in the world. I'd like to do that. I don't know if you're going to be able to do that or not. I really don't want quests like just to be tutorials, because it seems like the base game ones, like introduce yourself to someone, it's very tutorial-y. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping when the game comes out, they like bringing like fun quests or quests which like, you know, modded quests which are available from release. Also, I want to know, okay, like can you choose to like add a specific quest to a person, or do they just like pop up randomly? Because in some of the previous gameplay footage we've seen, some quests they seem to just pop up rather randomly. I want to know, like, can you like trigger a quest by doing a certain thing? That would be quite fun for me. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to know, like, can you trigger it with a specific NPC? Because that would be the key thing for me, because like imagine for example somebody who was like the boss of a supermarket and grocery store, like the boss of a grocery store, like they give you a quest and they're like we've got a shortage of this kind of food, like can you collect it? Like, is there fishing in Life by? Did they add fishing? I can't remember if fishing exists in this game. Fishing is like a staple of any life simulation game. I hope they've got it in there. Okay, let's just pretend, okay, and they'll be like, okay, do some fishing and collect this for me to put in my shop and I'll give you money or something. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it would be fun if they added quests like that. Don't get me wrong, like fetch quests get a little bit boring after a while, but I don't want it to just be, do you know what I mean? I don't want them to just be tutorially. I want them to actually have some depth. And I want a lot of, you know, unique ones that feel really fun. I guess they're kind of like Sims for lifetime aspirations, but it's like easy to make your own. I just feel like there's potentially a lot of stuff you can do with them. I just feel like that's really, really fun to me. I just feel like, you know, okay, they've given some, it seems like there's some example quests in the left here, like prepare for the baby, prepare for the birthday party. Like maybe these things are fun because they give you a little bit of direction, because if your character's having a baby, you might just be like, oh, I'll buy a crib from buy mode. But what if you had a quest to like invite friends over for a baby shower or for a prepare birthday party? Do you know what I mean? Like prepare some food. It's like, it gives you some direction so you know what to do, especially when it comes to having a lot of features in a game, features that you may not like know exist or bother to use. It gives you like an incentive to try out different things, and especially when it comes with rewards like the currency or the human the humanoid EXP. Like when I think of the word human, okay, I just think of like bones and flesh and like muscles and like tissue. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so like anatomical, the word human. I hate it. Please, Life by You, stop calling them humans. Stop it. Just call them people, please. I also think, okay, something at the bottom right, change relationship with quest giver. I like the idea, okay, of like making it a little bit hard to like get romantic with a character. Like you can make a quest, okay, maybe. See, I don't know. Can the quest giver, like, can you specifically define who the quest giver is? Because you can make the quest giver like a proper fucking sugar daddy, and you can make it so like you have to like bend over, well, not literally, but also literally, and like do all these things with them to make it romantic, and then like, you know, you can get with them like a lot more easy. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like there's some like really random things you could do. Also, I don't know if you can like reduce a relationship if you complete a request. I would also like to see like punishments if you don't do it. That's what I really want to see. I want to see bad things happen if you ignore it. Now, in addition to that, I know like we all mention it in every single video. I I'm not like the art. I just don't know what I feel about the art style, guys. I don't know how I feel. I feel like they're trying. I know they did say before, well, I'm pretty sure they said it anyway, that the reason why they've chosen that art style to make it more like realistic and generic is because they want it to be like Life by You. So it's like generic, so it like suits everyone. I feel like they need to be a little bit more open to it being a little bit more cartoony, because it makes it a lot more timeless, in my opinion. Not massively cartoony, but just a little bit more. I do feel like a lot of the assets, they look like, you know, generic assets, and I would just like to see them a little bit more sexy, because I feel like it will be difficult to build in this game because not everything looks that sexy. And it's just like, you know, like this character's eyes, like where I've just paused it, like do you know what I mean? It looks a bit demented. Is Isaac demented? I know, like, we have all said, okay, a million times that we don't like the way it looks, and they know that and they've acknowledged that, but like it hasn't really changed. Again, like, I don't know if they're just like saving it till last. I don't know if they're keeping it secret. I don't know if they're just like ignoring it. I don't know. I'll be honest, like the art style, like it does feel a bit demented. Like, I know this sounds a bit savage, but it does at the moment look like an amateur has gone on to like a 3D model asset store and downloaded like some 3D assets and just like plop them in. I definitely think it needs to be more sexy. Also, I want to know a bit more about the EXP. You can see the EXP at the top right here. Like, what does EXP even do? What are we doing with EXP? I feel like EXP, if they're doing the quests, which is like the key point of this video, I feel like there needs to be significant rewards for getting EXP other than just like special reward objects. Like I want there to be a lot more. I want there to be a real incentive to get this human EXP. But from the offset, guys, like I'm genuinely really excited about the questing. I think it's going to open up a lot of possibilities for the game. I think Life by You will honestly have a cracking live mode. I think the created character mode and the build mode will be forgettable. I will be brutal, but I think the live mode will be like its strongest thing. That's the thing that I'm really excited. Ow! How did I just electrocute myself on my phone? That is so weird. I think the live mode will be the best part of this game, and I think it's gonna make the game stand out. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. I haven't played it yet, but I'm just excited for all, like, you know, the different possibilities and live. I just feel like it's gonna be good. What do you guys think? This is like the #1 thing that I've been the most excited to talk about ever since the reveal, as I said before. So I'm really excited to, like, you know, see it in a bit more detail when it comes out. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.